Welcome to 3 Count Commentaries. Let's talk about NWA Power from the 3rd of August, 2021. Because they're still doing this stupid champion series, I decided to put off my review until I made sure I had some free time. So they're still doing this dumbass champion series things where there's a wins and losses and there's point systems, and I keep forgetting who's on whose team because none of this makes sense. I thought it was like a round robin thing, but no, it was actually 2 teams against each other, and then the 2 teams that won are going to wrestle. Well, those 2 teams are going to be next week or something. Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Let's get into this thing because I really wish we would get back to regular programming on NWA. So the first match was Kenzie Page, represented by Team Austin Idol and Camille, versus Lady Frost from Team Aaron Stevens and Taryn Terrell. Lady Frost was being pretty arrogant during this match. She had Kenzie Page beat a couple of times, and then, basically just took her time and ended up losing to a small package. So she embarrassed the team, embarrassed herself. Lady Frost always loses anyway. She always loses. Everywhere I see her, she's always losing. She's not bad, but she loses all the time. The second match was Crimson versus the Masked Man. Crimson's team is Melina and Nick Aldis. Masked Man is on the team of Pope and Velvet Sky. This match went to, I think it was a 10-minute time limit draw. It was actually pretty decent. It was a good way of protecting both guys. Crimson is a guy that he's been protecting a little bit in the NWA, so is the Masked Man. It was also pretty high profile because neither one of these guys lose very often. I think the Masked Man is actually undefeated. So this is the closest thing to a loss he's ever had. He hasn't wrestled that many matches, so I'm not saying like he's been undefeated for like a year or anything. But this was pretty decent. The third match was a fatal 4-way for all the alternates. And I couldn't tell you who was on any team. I really don't. It was Jordan Clearwater versus Sal Renaro versus Jeremiah Plunkett versus Colby Carino. And I only know that Jeremiah Plunkett is on Team Aldis and Melina because they talked about it when he won. So some guy, this Jeremiah Plunkett, won this match. I mean, I don't know what's up with Billy Corgan and his nonsense triple threat matches and stupid fatal 4-ways that he loves so much. He's about as bad as Vince McMahon with that nonsense. I don't see why he don't like Jordan Clearwater. Jordan Clearwater seems to be pretty good. I know he's pretty young, but you could feature him a little bit. Give him a little bit of a push. The show actually, it goes downhill from after Crimson and the Masked Man, if we're being honest. Because the next match is Kratos versus Tyrus. And this match was like watching King Kong versus Godzilla at half speed, underwater, covered in mud. It was absolutely the slowest, dragging, boring match I have ever seen. 2 big dudes barely touching each other. And then they botched the finish. Kratos is on Team Camille and Austin Idol. Tyrus is on Team Taryn Terrell and Aaron Stevens. Tyrus won the match, which this was bad. This was like one of those really boring, bad sumo matches. It was terrible. It was not good. The main event of the show was Slice Boogie versus Jack Stane. Slice Boogie is on Team Aldis and Melina. Jack Stane is on Team Pope and Velvet, and Jack Stane won the match with a lariat. I don't think there was any mention of them being currently in a storyline against each other or partners, or they're the buddies in this current storyline. I don't think that was ever mentioned. It is what it is. So the finals are next week. It's going to be Team Camille and Austin Idol versus Team Pope and Velvet in the finals. And of course, the winners get, I think the people get a title shot. The champions, who in this instance would be Camille and Pope, would get immunity from the people who are on their team, and the legends will get something or other. I don't know. Who cares? This thing is stupid. Like this has really derailed the product for like 3 weeks. It's been in the weeds because I can't keep up with this shit. It's a point system, and it's so many people on so many different teams. It's like, I guess it was supposed to interject some type of stakes in this whole ordeal, but the stakes suck. So it's like, oh well, if you pick a good team, you don't have to wrestle anybody that's on the team. I mean, whatever. I guess we'll see how it goes. And so that's it. That's it from NWA Power, man. It really isn't much. And we need to get back on track with this show and get back to the storytelling and everything they were doing. That's when NWA Power was actually fun to watch. This is a slog. It's just match after match, which is usually fine. But for Christ's sake, get this goddamn Champion Series thing over with. They didn't learn from Vern Gagne, Billy Corgan. You didn't read your books. You didn't do your due diligence on this goddamn Champion Series things. This thing sucks. Get rid of it. Hopefully it's over next week and I don't have to deal with this shit anymore. All right. Thank you guys for your time, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Skin tone, so why attach yourself and piggyback the wealth you didn't earn or lack yourself? I'm telling you to own up to your own success and failures. It's a reason why these sleazy guys